Hey guys, this is Jeremy J and welcome to Illustrated Maths. Hi, this is video 2 of functions, the basics of functions part 1. In this video, I'll be explaining the difference between relations and functions. If you find this video helpful and would like to see more videos like this, click the like button and subscribe to this video where I'll be releasing a video every week. We are now in Basics of Functions, Part 1. This is video 2 of 6 under the topic Functions. As you can see, the list has changed a bit. We now have 6 subtopics compared to the previous video I showed only 5. The reason for this is because I've broken Basics of Functions into 2 parts. It's a bit too much to cram all of it into one video. I don't want to have my video too lengthy. That is why I broke it in 2. Before I explain functions, we have to understand another word called relation. What is a relation? Relation is how something is transformed or changed, or how is the input related to the output. I'm going to use potatoes and onions again. How is the pieces of potatoes and onions related to the whole potato and onion? The answer is they were chopped. So that is their relation. They were chopped. There are many types of relations actually. How many are there? We have one-to-one relation. For example, husband and wife. A husband can only have one wife, and a wife can only have one husband. So this is a one-to-one relationship. Just like a person and his passport. A person can only have one passport, and a passport can only belong to a single person. Another type of relation is one to many. An example of this is a mother and her children. A mother can have many kids, many children, but every single kid can only have one mother. So this is one to many. Another example is a person and her bank account numbers. A person can have many bank account numbers, but every single account number belongs to only one person. The third relation is many to one. An example of this is the population and their blood group type. People cannot have more than one blood group type. Another example is bees and their beehive. Each of the bees belong to a single beehive. The beehive can have many bees. The last relation is many to many. An example of this is people and their hobbies. People can have many hobbies, and each of the hobbies can have many group of people doing them. Another example is ingredients and recipes. Ingredients can belong to many recipe books, and each recipe can have more than one ingredient. So you might think that relation and functions are the same, but are they? Let's look at their meaning. Relations are inputs and outputs that have some type of connection, whereas functions are relations that have only one output. So this means that function is a subset of relation. Only some type of relation are considered functions. Let's take a closer look at which relations are functions. The husband and wife has only one output, therefore it's a function. Here there is only one output, which is the passport, so this is also a function. The output here is more than one, so therefore this is not a function. There are more than one account numbers, so therefore this is also not a function. Each person can only have one blood group type, so the output is 1. Therefore this is a function. The bees can only have one hive, so this too is a function. A person can have more than one hobby, so the output is more than 1. This is not a function. Ingredients can belong to more than one recipe, so the output is more than 1 also. This is not a function. Let's look at mathematical examples of functions and non-functions. We have here function of x equals to 3x plus 1. We substitute a number, let's substitute 2, and that would give us an answer 7. Seems like there is only one output. Let's verify with more values. If you look at the table on the right, I've put in 5 different values and each input gives only one output. So yes, this is a function of 1 to 1. Let's try another equation. We have here function of x equals to 5x over 1 minus 2x. We substitute 4 and we get an answer of negative 20 over 7. Again, it seems like this equation gives only one output. Let's test this with more values. If you look at the table on the right, the 5 inputs are giving 5 different unique output. So this is also a function. Next, we have the function of x equals to the root of x. We substitute 4 and we get an answer of 2 and negative 2. If you guys remember, if you square root a positive number, you will get two different answers. One a positive answer and a negative answer. This means that there are more than one output. This is an indication that this equation is not a function. Let's go on with more examples. Function of x equals to 2x squared plus 1. We substitute 2 and we get an answer 13. And if we substitute negative 2, this also gives us an answer 13. So this shows that this equation has one output from many different inputs, or in this case, 2 different inputs. We verified with few other inputs. If you look at the table on the right, there are several pairs of input that give you the same output. So therefore, yes, this is a function, a many-to-one function. One last example here. We have function of x equals to the root of x squared plus 3. We substitute negative 1 into x and we get an answer of 2 and negative 2. But interesting enough, if you were to substitute positive 1, you are also going to get the same answers, 2 and negative 2. This is a rare case of a many-to-many relation, and no, this is not a function. To summarize the examples just now, the first two equation is a one-to-one function. The third equation is not a function, it's one-to-many. The fourth equation is a function of many-to-one. And the last equation is not a function, it's a relation of many-to-many. Okay guys, if you feel that this is a bit too much information, you just need to remember one thing. Any relation with one output is a function. I hope that video helped you to understand functions better. In the next video, we'll be looking at different ways of expressing functions, such as arrow diagram, ordered pairs, and graphs. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.